What a day at Augusta.
Yeah, good timing for your book, too.
Yeah, it's great for you.
Yeah, it was really nice of Roy to come through in the clutch for me.
Did kind of talk about, and we all saw it, talk about kind of the weight of expectations that he had regarding the Masters and getting his first green jacket.
Yeah, he talked about it, and you could see it, guys. He just collapsed, and it wasn't collapsing in joy. It was collapsing in relief. He's had to, deal with this burden not only for 11 years since he won a major championship, but since 2011 when, as a 21-year-old, he just completely collapsed at the Masters. It's been a long, rough road for Rory, and thank heavens for him it's over.
I was telling the boys, I'm not a huge Rory fan. I think he's obviously a great player. And I know he's very popular amongst golf fans around the world. But, I'm usually rooting for guys I either bet on or have in my golf pools. But yesterday, towards the end of that round, I was rooting for him because I didn't want to see him collapse again because who knows what that would have done to him mentally.
Yeah,
especially after what happened at Pinehurst last year, where he wouldn't talk to the media.
Sure.
But I was rooting for him, and I got a little teary-eyed when I was watching him celebrate.
Yeah, you're not alone. I think the whole world did. There's a reason the book is subtitled "The Up and Down World of Golf's Global Icon." The guy is just universally admired. And there's no one else like him in golf. I would argue there's nobody else like him in sports. That psyche is so fragile, so vulnerable, but he admits to it, which is one of the things I admire most about him. And it's, I think he's become too consumed with his own psychoanalysis, if you know what I mean. I don't know if you guys read the articles in both the Washington Post and the New York Times in the last 72 hours, but an awful lot about how he has tried to deal with the pressure of winning another major championship, everything from hypnosis to, the memorization of different mantras, all kinds of different psychological theories and philosophies. He's got Bob Rotella on retainer, and I think he's worked with other counselors as well. Yeah. It's just been a real rough road for Rory, but it's the thing I admire most about him. He keeps coming back. He is so resilient. As I say in the book, his grit has grit. He comes from that fabulous blue-collar background. And I think he really showed that yesterday.
Tim, do you think that burden being lifted off his shoulders now opens the door for him to win another major or two this calendar year? How do you see that playing out over this year and the next couple of years for him?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And we talked about that last week, guys. This set of majors coming up in 2025 really favors Rory. The next one coming up is next month. Quail Hollow in Charlotte, where he has won 4 times on the tour, finished second a couple of other times, had a bunch of other top tens. He loves that track. That track loves him. Charlotte is like a second home to him. The U.S. Open is at Oakmont in Pittsburgh, which is, as you know, a really demanding track. But it's always favored big hitters in the past. Nicklaus won there. Cabrera's won there. It's Dustin Johnson. Last time it was played, I think 2016 won there. So that shapes up well. And then the Redemption Tour ends in Northern Ireland, just about a 45-minute drive from Rory's home in Hollywood at Royal Portrush, where he infamously missed the cut in 2019. And it's such a huge deal for the Open Championship to be held in Ireland. So it's just a very sweet setup for him for the rest of this summer.
Well, I assume you watched every shot. What were you thinking on one? He's got a 2-pop lead, and right. he hits the drive in the fairway trap. He ends up doubling one to give up the lead. Then he's tied with Bryson. So what were you thinking on hole one?
Well, in the book, I cite 3 people on how you win major championships: Lee Trevino, Jack Nicklaus, and Tiger Woods. Trevino says no soft bogeys. Rory not only made soft bogeys, he made 4 double bogeys. through the course of the tournament, including number one yesterday. I thought it was really going to be hard for him to bounce back. The other guy I cite is Nicholas, who says you've got to play percentage golf. He did anything but play percentage golf yesterday. Guys, think about the shot he played at 5 from the woods, then the shot he played at 7 from the the pine trees left of the fairway. I don't know what window he saw, but he amazed Dottie Pepper with that.
Right.
And the third person is Tiger. No 3 putts. He had 3 putts. He had a bad 3 putt from what was that, about 25 feet on the first hole yesterday. But all of that pales in comparison to the fourth test I cite at the end of the book, which is the Seamus Heaney, the great Irish poet, who talked about how you've got to believe that a further shore is reachable from here. And that's what he did. He just bounced back, stayed tough, stayed just focused enough to come through in the clutch yesterday.
Yeah, I was texting my buddies all day yesterday during the round, and there were 4 or 5 moments during the round where I said, you know what, it's just not meant to be because of just gaffes that he was making. But then he would come back with an incredible shot, like on 15. I mean, that shot was unbelievable.
It was incredible. I mean, it was schizoid golf. He hit a couple of the worst shots he's ever hit. That pitch at 13, guys, that is a shot he could hit literally blindfolded.
Right.
And you could give him 1,000 attempts at that chip, and he would never hit the ball in the water. He just completely came up and out of that little pitch and hit his third shot. It's one thing to hit your second shot in the water. You can still recover at 13. Hit your third one in is almost guaranteed double bogey, and that's what happened. And he made 3 soft double bogeys through the tournament and yet still won. It's incredible. And if you think about it, the strength of his game, of course, is driving. He did not drive the ball very well yesterday at all. He didn't have control of the driver or the 3-wood for that matter. But in the clutch, on the 72nd hole, he banged that a beautiful drive and set up just a little 126-yard pitch, and which he managed to stick into the bunker and make bogey after yet another poor putt. And then in the playoff, he hit an even better drive, I thought, under the circumstances, and managed to knock that one in to almost gimme range.
Did you think he was going to make or miss the 5-footer on 18 in regulation?
Miss.
You did think he was going to miss that?
I didn't like it. I thought he was going to miss it low and left, and he did. That is the McIlroy whammy, is the miss left, not just putting, but on the full swing. And in the clutch over the last 11 years, too many times we've seen putts go left, we've seen drives go left. But his iron play, for the most part, not his wedge play, but his iron play yesterday was superb. You mentioned the shot at 15. That was just spectacular. And I don't know if you heard the interview with Jack Nicklaus later on the Golf Channel, but he did not like Rory's choice there and was amazed he pulled it off. Just a fabulous shot. And I think it was an 8-iron at 17. Was just fabulous, where he screamed "Go, go!" and
right.
My heart was in my throat. I thought it was short in the trap. So did Brandel Chambly on the Golf Channel last night, but it was just absolutely perfect.
What do you have? About $185 on that shot, something like that. And he was going uphill.
Yeah, going uphill, and you know how tough that approach is. At 17, you can't really see anything but the very top of the flag. It's just, there's something about 17 that just bites people in the rear end on Sunday at Augusta, but he managed to pull that shot off. It was just incredible.
Yeah.
Tim, I feel like I should say congratulations to you because the book Rory Land is out.
Yep.
Go out and get the book if you're into it. Of course, he wins the Masters. Maybe you got to write another chapter now.
Yeah, you know what? I think I have, for the digital version, I got to write a new epilogue, guys. But you can pre-order it on Amazon, of course.
Good stuff.
Yeah, congrats. And thanks for joining us on short notice.
Tim Gay, the book is Rory Land. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, Tim.
Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. See you, man.
Coming up next, some drama at the University of Tennessee regarding their quarterback.